Hello, I'm Gordon Piltz, and this is my final presentation for ME406. This is for computer-aided manufacturing. And to start off, the background of my design was to create something to help clean up a desk space. And with that design intent behind it, I created a little slot for charging a phone, and you would be able to set your phone in here and charge it without the cable being bent. And it has holes on either side in order to hang this somewhere, and you can hang it through a number of different ways. You could use string and nails, put screws through these holes, or even just use Velcro on the back of the part. And then it has two slots on either side, which would allow you to put pencils or anything of that shape in the side, and a tray up front where you can put any loose ends of anything you'd want near a desk, such as keys or erasers, something of the sort of that. And those are all the features of this. And it causes a rectangular pocket in the bottom, an oblong pocket for the phone charging hole, the two holes on either side where you'd be able to put any pencil-shaped items, and then the rectangular slot up front, and the two irregular slots to remove any bulk material around this. And for the coordinate system, I chose to just use this bottom left corner. This seemed like a good spot to do it. And then I just used aluminum as the stock. This could be milled with just about anything. Aluminum would be probably a little too industrial for this. You could probably just use plastic of a 3D print. And then moving into the individual parts, we start off with the drilling of the two holes on either side. This is to help reduce the number of tool changes necessary. And it uses just a half-an-inch drill to drill a little pilot hole before the 75 or 3/4 of an inch drill comes in and fully clears out the hole. And then we move into the rough milling with a 3/4 of an inch flat end, and that'll remove most of the material all around everywhere else. And then finally we're going to go back through and do a contour mill with a 1/4 of an inch flat end on everything and just finish up all of the features. And then we'll move planes and transition tools once more into a 0.15 inch flat end, and that'll be for these two screw holes, and that'll be drilled on this face going into the screen here. And for simulating this tool path, I can slow it down a little bit, I can go through it. Here we are drilling out that center pocket there and drilling out the two pilot holes. It went a little fast, but the pilot hole went out first, and then the rough mill came in and cleared out both of those. And then we're going to come through and clear out the bulk of the material around those holes. Let's speed this up a little bit through this part. And it's just going to come around each part, and you can see it leaves a fairly wide tolerance on the other side here before we come through with our contour mill later on. And then we're just going to go through the bottom here and remove, again, just most of the bulk material. Just get that going a little bit. And then after this part is finished, we're going to move into some contour milling. And it jumped right past that. But we're going to come through and we're going to contour mill all around this upper bit where the part was left behind, the bottom pocket. We're going to really get a nice finish around these fillets. And then the side of the pocket for the phone, and then finally you can see right here we come through and drill out or mill out the screw holes. Let me see, I should go back through here, and then I can show right here. You can see that very little material is left behind. It's just a little bit of like less than a 100th of an inch of materials left behind, and that's just error in the tools. So there's no collisions either anywhere on the part. And when designing it, most of the modification I had to do from what SolidWorks would want to do is extending the protrusion and flute lengths in order to prevent tool collision. And that's the project. Thank you for listening to my presentation.